All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makakadash, in the Heavenly Father. True name is Yahweh, and his unbegotten Son, Bahashem, in the name of Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai. Those are the true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the Rosh Kodash, Holy Tongue. And I say Barakatham to the elders and apostles, Akim, Akwaf, and I say Shalom. And this is a set down lesson that I want to bring out of the M.O.T.B news updates as we starting to see more and more pushing forth a cashless society. More and more of the mark of the beast, this Neuralink, this digital technology. Because we already live in a modern day technology society as it is already. And as we see more and more of this Bitcoin, stablecoin, cryptocurrency, the real ID, digital ID, and that's going to lead to the road to the pushing of the M.O.T.B, which is the mark of the beast of this new financial system that we're about to enter into. This is going to be the new norm on this current beast system, as we're which is recorded in the book of Revelations 13, verse 16 to verse 18. Because the mark of the beast, this is a prophecy that's going to be coming to pass, being fulfilled. And we start to see increasing signs of that as we're leaning more and more towards that path. I just want to add a sad note to that. And this is a news article from FindExtra.com, and it reads, as of March the 25th, 2026, it says the European Central Bank Board member calls for a digital euro. If tokenization is to take up in Europe, there needs to be more interoperability between the various DLT systems and the operation centralized settlements mechanism and a central bank central bank currency of the CBDC. It says these were the main key takeaways from a speech delivered this week by the European Central Bank Executive Board member Pierre Calapiano, if I pronounce his name right. It says the tokenized capital markets have grown significantly in recent years. The issuers have placed close of 4 billion in fixed income instruments in DLT since 2021. Meanwhile, the European Union has introduced the markets of the crypto assets and the regulations of the MICA and DLT regime in efforts to lay the regulatory groundwork for tokenization to flourish. However, according to the Paula Cleon, two main obstacles are preventing the markets from growing at the scale. The platforms of fragmentation caused by too many DLT networks unable to interoperability, the absence of a common on-chain settlements, assets of the DLT transactions without token without tokenized central bank money, and sellers of a tokenized security may receive payments in the assets they are not comfortable holding. A one exposed price volatility of credit risk, which limits the market's ability to scale, said Safia. So leave it at that. So the board of members calling for a digital euro. It says encrypted, published 2 days ago. It says European central banks will introduce standards for a digital euro in the summer of 2026. It says Feds rejects central Israeli currency backed stablecoin and tokenized deposits instead. And this is from the MEXC.com, published March the 27th, 2026. It reads, it says Feds reject central Israeli currency and back stablecoin tokenized deposits instead. The Federal Reserve has confirmed that it currently have no plans to issue a central bank digital currency, instead indicating support alternative digital dollar frameworks such as stablecoin and tokenized bank deposits. The update, which circulates widely in reference to a post on X, Coin Bureau, marks a significant moment involving a conversation around the future of money in the United States. The announcement suggests that the pivot away from the government issued backed digital dollars favored private sectors in innovation and hybrid financial models that combining a traditional infrastructure with the banking blockchain. With the traditional banking infrastructure with blockchain. It says breaking the Federal Reserve confirms that has no plans to issue a central bank digital currency, instead of backing a stable coin, right? Because they are backing the digital stable coin and the digital dollar stable coin and the digital backed cryptocurrency as well too, and tokenized bank deposits as a digital dollar alternative, right? As a digital dollar alternative. It says the stands on digital currency. The Federal Reserve position provides clarity on one most debated topics in most modern finance. The central bank digital currency has been explored by numerous countries as well to modernize the payment systems and enhance financial inclusions. However, the Fed decisions not to pursue this digital currency at this time reflects an cautious approach, prioritize stability in the existing financial structures over rapid transformation, embracing alternative digital dollar models instead of a central digital currency. The Federal Reserve appears to be supporting the development of a stablecoin and tokenized bank deposits. These instruments represent digital versions of the traditional currencies, often built on blockchain networks. Stablecoins are typically pegged by fiat currencies, offering price stabilities, while tokenizing deposits allow banks to represent customer funds on digital ledgers. Both approach and combine efficiencies of blockchains with the reliability of establishing financial systems. The role of the private sectors, the backing of stablecoin and tokenized deposits. Federal Reserve is effectively encouraging private sectors, innovations, financial institutes, and fintech companies are expected to play a central role in development, deploying these technologies. This approach aligning with the broader U.S. financial models, which offers relying on collaboration between regulation private entities and the drive innovations. It says an application for crypto industries. The decision has significant implication for the cryptocurrency market. Stablecoins, already a major component of the ecosystem, could increase adoptions that they gain recognition as a visible, viable digital dollar alternative. The global context. The global context, the United States stands on contrast to the reports by some other countries which are actively developing and plotting central digital currencies. And this deliverance highlights different priorities and strategic amongst global financial authorities. It says the federal decision could influence how other nations approach the digital currency. In development in particular, these consider alternative models, market reaction, risk and considerations, right from a privacy concern, and the future of digital dollar. The Federal Reserve decision suggests that the future of digital dollars in the United States may be shaped by a combination of private interventions and regulatory oversights. This hybrid model could provide flexibilities, resilience, and financial system evolve. Looking ahead, as the landscape continues to develop, the attentions will remain focused on how stablecoin and tokenized deposits are integrated into the financial system. Collaborations will between regulators, banks, and technology providers. The conclusion, it says the Federal Reserve decisions not to pursue a central bank digital currency while supporting alternative digital solutions. It says marks a significant shift in trajectory of U.S. financial innovation by emphasizing stable coins and tokenized deposits. The Fed is signaling a confidence in decentralized yet regulated approach for the future of money. As the digital finance continues to evolve, this strategic could play a pivotal role in shaping in the next generation of financial system. Right, because the next financial system here in the United States is going to lead to a digital stable coin and a digital cryptocurrency and the alternatives to that. Because as much as they trying to keep, as America trying to keep as much as the physical dollar, but it's going to be the thing of the past. So as we enter more and more in this new financial system, as we start leaning more and more of a cashless society in this modern day technology society of this digital dollar technology system that we're about to enter into, this all is going to lead to the path of the mark of the beast, this digital RFID chip that they want to implant inside your body, especially from a financial perspective in modern day times. Because this is going to be the modern day new norm. And this is the book of Revelations, chapter 13 and verse 16. And it calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free or bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads, right, to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads to buy or sell from a financial perspective, even if you're part of the 99% or the 1% to buy or sell, even if you're rich or poor, free or bond. This is Revelations 13, verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save that he had the mark or the name of the beast or none of his name. Right, for you to buy or sell, you gotta have that mark, which is that charagma, or the name of the beast, right, his current beast system, or the number of his name. Revelations 13, verse 18, here is wisdom, let him have understanding. Count the number of the beast, for it is a number of a man, and his number is SIX, 303 score and SIX. So with that, hopefully this sit down lesson was edifying of this recent news article of the this recent sit down lesson of the M.O.T.B news updates as of March the 27th, 2026 on this Friday night. So with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakar Kadash, and the Heavenly Father, true name is Yahweh, and his begotten Son, Bahashem, in the name of Hamashiach Yahushai. Those are the true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew. The Lost Kadash on your tongue, and I say Barak to the elders and apostles, Wa'akim, Wa'akwaf, to next time, say Shalom.